Morning. The show is Diplomatic Leaks, and we're looking at the battle of ICC, and it seems to be not going away. As we know, just a bit of a background story on what is happening. Lawyer Paul Gicheru got a major relief after the International Criminal Court ruled that he does not need to appear physically in court during the last submissions of his case. Trial Judge Maria Samba ruled that Gicheru does not have to travel to The Hague on June 27th, when the ICC prosecutors will square it out with his defense lawyers for the final round on whether he has a case to answer or not. And okay, I see Doc is ready to join us, but there are some developments right now, and of course the warrant of arrest was issued and seal against Paul Gicheru and Philip Kipkoech Bet on 10th March 2015 and unsealed on 10th September 2015 for offences against administration of justice, consisting in corruptly influencing witnesses regarding cases from the situation in Kenya. On the 2nd of November 2020, Paul Gicheru surrendered to the authorities of the Netherlands pursuant to the arrest warrant for offences against the administration of justice, consisting in corruptly influencing witnesses of the court. And on 3rd November 2020, he surrendered to the ICC custody after the completion of the necessary national proceedings. And we do have the latest development of this case, and I would like to bring in Dr. David Matanga to just take it on from here. Doc, good morning.
Good morning, Miriam. If you want any evidence of what is going on, one can go to ICC website. Mr. Gicheru has been exempted from appearing physically, and he has been relocated to some other country, which is very open, and a court order has been asked for, because Mr. Gicheru is not going to travel back to the court. I think you have seen something that has just come out now. He will go and there's a letter that came out, and this is not a lie, because nobody can come and say it is fake. It is from the ICC itself. If they have put it there by mistake and then removed it, it is very sorry because it was there. That Gicheru did what we call a pre-bargain. A pre-bargain meaning he turned himself. Now that's why they are giving him leeway not to leave the place where he has been taken, because anybody can pick him on a plane and take him away. So, if you have done a pre-bargain, Miriam, the chances, and he has told the people, the court, this is under the section, which is very clear. The letter, I don't know whether you have that letter. Have you seen the letter, or yes or not?
Yeah, I'm on the ICC website, but you said they removed it from there.
If they have removed it, then the letter is if they have removed it, Miriam, the letter can be sent to you right now, because all the things of Kenya, they remove them, isn't it? Then it comes out. The Sakaja saga started that way. Now it has come to roost that the truth is what people said. There is the letter. You can read the sections that were quoted, and that is the letterhead of the ICC with Mr. himself, Karim Khan, chief prosecutor, seeking the court to give him protection. It's not me. It's not Matanga who wrote it. It is from ICC, and I've cross-checked with government officials in the Ministry, Attorney General's office. They have a possession of that letter. Thank you. That's all I can tell you. Did it come from university, team university? It is, Miriam, can you read the sections of the protection order under? My thing is not reading properly.
All right. So for me, I'll say allegedly, because you know.
Miriam, it's a protection order from the ICC.
Yes.
Let me say it myself.
Yes.
Don't say. For you, don't say allegedly.
Yes.
Because there is nothing I've said here which has never come true.
Yes.
And I'm now telling you, this is not a letter from my simple work printing press. No.
All right. So let me just,
I don't have it.
let me just read part of it then. As part of this, this protective order is issued on this 9th June 2022 as part of a witness plea bargain agreement between the International Criminal Court and Mr. Paul Gicheru in the matter before the trial chamber situation in the Republic of Kenya, prosecutor versus William Samoei Ruto and Joshua Arap Sang, ICC 010901/11, detailing 4 charges of crimes against humanity during the 2007-2008 post-election violence. As part of his plea agreement, Mr. Gicheru agrees not to contest his charges of witness tampering on behalf of individuals known to the court, and provide new testimony regarding his involvement in a conspiracy to mislead the court through false testimony, and to provide documentation and communications previously withheld from the court by the court or witness tampering, and to remain in the protective custody of the court until the matters are heard and determined conclusively. And as part of his plea bargain, the court agrees to extend protective status, I don't know if we should disclose that, to his family members, and then, yes. That
and
is,
to the location.
yes.
And to that location where he is. That's it. Miriam, can I explain to you how international...
We should not, they're showing it on screen, and I don't understand much about the law, but I know something on witness protection. We should not even be showing the country that allegedly they're supposed to be...
No.
They've just did, so
no.
we already...
They have removed.
Yes, so that's why
Miriam,
it's very sensitive.
Miriam, they have removed the location.
It's on the letter.
They have removed the location of where the person will be in that country. But they don't stop telling you that the witnesses are in Tanzania. You are not going... Gicheru now, as long as he's a suspect there, is a property of the government of Kenya. You can't take their national without telling them where he is going. That's why they have deleted that part. You can't see it. They have used the ink. It is not the ink that is normal that you can magnify and see. No. But they have to tell the country where he is, because it's, and that state must be a state which is part of the Rome Statute. You get my point? So they name the country. For example, the witnesses that were in Ruto's case and Uhuru Kenyatta's case, their countries were named in the trial and in the public gallery, but not that address number 244 on Milimani Road. No. But they must, because the relatives, some other relatives can come up and say, our man has been rendition. You know, you have just taken our man and locked him somewhere else. So, Miriam, this letter seems to have flipped out of protection hands.
It appears to be a very internal matter, so I don't know if even
which actually, you are right.
I don't know if you should be discussing it.
Which actually slipped out of the hands, or it has been deliberately released. Isn't it?
Which are some of the issues that brought problems to Paul in the first place? I don't know if we are supposed to be discussing it. I think for me that is the question.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
It is a public.
It's not in the
website.
website.
We have, can I tell you?
Yes.
We don't know the witnesses. Mm-hmm. We know it is Paul the accused. So I have a right to discuss the matter if I am not the one who released the document. Neither was the document released in my hands. The document was flowing on the internet. And therefore there is nobody. For example, you are not pointing the name of the wife of Gicheru, have you? No, we don't know.
Yeah.
But we know Mr. Gicheru as a man who is in court. And now, this must have been an internal memo that somebody maliciously released, not maliciously, but intentionally released for the public to know. Or the ICC has to inform the authorities where Mr. Paul Gicheru comes from. Mm-hmm. Because the Kenya government can now say, you took our man and where is he? The family, they have an obligation to explain to Kenyans. Mm-hmm. And that is it. We are not discussing the case, the merits, what we don't know the witness. We can only say OTP 255, OTP 5, or defense witness 022. That is not the problem. But if you come now and say the wife of Gicheru is, the name is this, date of birth is this, Miriam, now you are violating Article 70. They will have to reprimand you. For us, it is a document that is circulating. It is up to the ICC now to say that document is correct or not correct. Isn't it? And once they issue that statement, then they will have to issue us the correct version. But for them also to allow Mr. Gicheru to virtually, can you connect the two? To virtually now attend the court. It means there is something which has changed in his circumstances, which has now made the court to say, don't come this way, stay where you are. And on 29th, finish this. And we ask, because it is up to the ICC to ask for protection of any witness, to pay for that with protection. And that protection must also include the state. Miriam, the state here, Kenya. That state of Kenya must know.
Yeah, because this is their citizen.
Yeah, you cannot just detain.
So this seems to be a letter that was written to another particular person or institution or in Turkey to tell them of the same, to protect these people out there. It appears to be an internal communication. So the fact that it found its way in public.
My dear sister Miriam.
Because I see, I'm on their page right now on Gicheru's, on their website, on Gicheru's case, and what we talked about and what you've mentioned is here, the fact that he will be request for leave for Mr. Gicheru to appear remotely during the closing statements. That was posted on the 9th June. On the 10th June, prosecution's response to the defense request for leave for Mr. Gicheru to appear remotely during the closing statements. And then the latest update on the same case was on 13th June, decision on defense request for the accused to attend the closing statements via video technology, which I think you've updated us correctly. But that is not there. But as we said, probably this was...
No, Miriam, it was internal.
It was internal, yeah.
Because the prosecution applied and the defense had to reply.
Yes.
So the prosecution in extension of the protection order wanted to know why you are changing the protection order.
Yes. So that means there's a lot of information
internally.
that might come out of this case.
So somebody internally has also, Gicheru is a citizen of Republic of Kenya.
Okay.
And then you have got to tell the Attorney General, who is the custodian of the Republic of Kenya.
Yes.
Are you with me, Mama? I am now bringing you closer. The Attorney General is the custodian of every human being.
Yes.
If there is an international case.
He is the legal advisor to the government, yes.
Yes.
He'll be made.
So he has to be informed, why are you changing the status of our man?
Absolutely.
Whom you have jailed, whom you have kept in custody, to a new status, and where are you taking him? And why are you removing him from country X to country Y? So in the process, katikati hapo internet ili hack, maybe napata hiyo barua yiko kwa dawa. Sasa it is up to them to go back to the drawing board. It's not mine. It's not me. I'm not, yes, I hate ICC. In any case, I am now, if it turns out to say that this has leaked from them, then they removed it from the, have you seen the 13th, they replied, wasn't it yesterday but one?
2 days ago.
Okay, what reason do you give to a country whose native is in custody that we are taking him to some place? You must tell the reason. So in that letter, they told the reason. And somebody somewhere in the middle of all this journey released the reason. So are we together, Miriam?
Yeah.
Whichever the case is, it must be warning us over something. Because me, I've been very consistent saying by 29th of this month, there will be 3 scenarios. Guilty, not guilty, up to the end. Court will come back with the ruling after that. And that is it. But now, it has been simplified by the man saying, I did not take the money. I didn't have the $2 million, but it was $2 million was provided by ABCD3. Yeah, I have done. If I've done badly to tell you, I can remove my letter and keep quiet. Nobody is going to come for me.
No, your letter is already been shared worldwide.
Yeah, but it can be removed.
It can't be removed, but yeah.
Even if you get it now, when it is removed, it's no longer me.
It wasn't you.
It wasn't me, but I'm telling you, I have been on ICC since 2005.
Yeah.
The source that released the letter is correct. It is an internal letter that sneaked out of the document. Mtu aliiba ka document moja kalitoka.
How ICC haita kutafuta for tampering, for sharing private information.
Where?
Uko London. Hawata kutafuta huko.
Can I ask you?
Can they have issues saying that this was
Miriam, is there any confidential? Has it been written confidential?
No, I've not seen that.
It's a public document. So how will you, if it was confidential?
They would have written confidential. But also, yes, if they wanted us to know, they post everything on their website, usually for what they want the public to consume.
Yeah, but if you go. No, if you go stage by stage.
Yes.
Yeah, no, read those stages on the website first before we close down. We're about to close down. Read the stages.
Stages of? I'm looking at the last.
No, up to 13th.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, start with the what started.
It's a whole, is it 6 pages? A trial.
There's a section you have read that on 9th, the ICC did this, the prosecution answered this.
Oh, yeah.
On 10, that's the section.
On 12th May 2022, the Chamber issued a declaration on the closure of the evidence. This is just an update of the case of evidence and provided dates for further stage of the proceedings. Therein it set inter alia the date for the closing statements on the parties on 27th June. That is a couple of days from today. And on 9th June 2022, the defense filed a motion seeking that the accused be allowed to attend the closing statements via video link, the request. So what will be happening on the 27th are the closing statements, not even judgment, I think. The defense notes that the accused has to travel from Kenya to attend the hearing. In this regard, since the closing statements will last only 2 hours, the defense submits that it will be unreasonable for the accused to physically attend in the courtroom, particularly given the possibility to be present via video and technology. That was made on the 9th. Then on 10th June 2022, the Office of the Prosecutor or the prosecution filed its response stating that it does not oppose the request but seeks that the chamber orders. And then I think I'll jump to maybe point 8.
That since the chamber does what?
On 10th June, the prosecutor or the prosecution filed its response stating that it does not oppose the request but seeks that the chamber orders that the accused be present in the courtroom during the delivery of the judgment pursuant to Article 74. So what will be happening on the 26th of this month is the final submissions, and then they will set a date. 27th, yes. And then they will set a date now for the judgment. So we are still not getting the judgment on this date. But now what the prosecution is saying, fine, they've allowed Gicheru not to appear because it will only take 2 hours. It does not make sense for him to fly from Kenya to ICC. But on the day of judgment, according to Article 74, on the day that they will be issuing the judgment, then Gicheru has to appear in person in court. And in respect to that, I think number 8, with regard to the prosecution submission that the chamber should order the accused to be present in the courtroom at the moment of the delivery of the judgment, pursuant to Article 74 of the statute, the chamber notes that this stage of the proceedings has not yet reached. That is the stage of giving the ruling. In any case, no request concerning this matter is pending on whether Gicheru should appear during the ruling day or not. According, it is not necessary to rule on this issue at this point in time. So the chamber also notes number 9, the relatively late point at time in which the request was filed. It reminds the defense that it is in its responsibility to liaise with the registry in order to ensure the attendance of the accused via video technology. According, the defense is ordered to liaise with the registry as soon as possible to facilitate. So they've allowed him to, in a nutshell, to attend to give the final submissions through the video link. But on judgment, they've not crossed that river, but they've said that still stays, that he will be required to appear when that date is set. So I guess they will set the date for the judgment on this day when they will be appearing for this matter. Yeah.
Don't you think that in the same process, now that the judgment is going, the summary of the hearing is coming on 26th, the chief prosecutor has a duty to protect the ICC and the court must be protected. So in that circumstances, they must have written to the Kenyan government. I'm telling you that this is not a lie. You know, OTP number 4, James Maina Kabutu, did not have a protective order like this. You know? Because in any case, if you are going to make a submission on 27th of July, no, of June, now, and you have been, you went there voluntarily, who is going to look after you? Niambie, nani? If you have reached a point of asking for virtual appearance, are you not fearing that there's something coming for you? So in this circumstance, let's tuambiane ukweli, Gicheru must quietly in confidence told the court that munisaidie.
So
Now, yeah, that is the basis of this letter. Munisaidie. And that's it. But someone threw the letter in the website and then removed it. So it is up to them to find out.
So because somebody threw this website and removed it, we can't question the authenticity, can we?
To question? No, excuse me. This letter has been circulating from 9th.
Do we know the source
Which source?
of the letter?
No, but the letter has been circulating from 9th.
From the ICC?
Yes, why hasn't the ICC? No, excuse me, Miriam.
Yes.
If the letter circulates now, doesn't the institution come back and say, no, that's a fake letter?
Yeah, but they've not responded to that.
These are how many days? This is 15th. 9th and 15th, how many days are those? That letter has been there from last week.
Yeah.
The only thing that we could not be done is that people did not take interest in it. Everybody is focused on politics.
On the certification degrees, other letters. Yeah. And now with that new development on
because
Sakaja.
ICC or the authorities in Kenya would come and say, hello,
Yeah,
this letter, remove it from the website.
Yes, they would say if it's authentic or not.
But there's nobody, since it came viral, nobody has removed it. Excuse me, is it coming today? It is already 11 o'clock in London, in The Hague, isn't it?
Yes.
So,
Almost.
haven't they seen this? And because of that, they did not release. This thing was done on 9th. Why did the newspapers here keep quiet? Because they knew this thing was affecting their person. Miriam.
But the
They have been
newspapers.
keeping, the newspaper was getting scared until.
But the newspaper can only print what is on the website. But you're saying it was put on the website.
No. Have you seen now the Standard has just come out to say, this is the breaking news. Now. But they had the letter from 9th.
Okay, let me just check with the Standard now.
Just sent that Standard online. Now, after this, they went and looked at your website exactly the way you are looking.
Yeah.
But they were told not to print this.
Yeah. Okay.
You remember the documents of Bashir? They said they were fake. Yet they came from a very credible intelligence network in the world. And then they did not charge the person with any case of fakeness, isn't it? That is how hollow it is, Miriam.
Okay.
I tell you, frankly, there is no smoke without fire. Take it.
Yeah, the Standard is saying they posted 2 hours ago. Lawyer Paul Gicheru got a major relief after the International Criminal Court ruled that he does not need to appear physically in court. I think what we've just read from their website. Trying to find other information on the same. But yes, they've posted about that.
Yeah.
About him.
Because now, but the thing has been in there since 9th, isn't it?
No, this update was on Thursday.
No, the ICC thing has been there since 9th. You think Standard with all this smelling smell noise, the nose, what do you call? Kuenda kila pale unatafuta news, surely snooping.
But if
It cannot snoop this.
see for standard,
Hii barua imekuwa released somehow by people who were supposed to keep it in custody.
Yeah, and that means Standard is not allowed to print to share it.
Well,
Yeah.
Standard was given to share it, but it might have refused.
Yeah, because of matters of you have to verify and verify and verify.
Yeah, but you can't. One telephone call to verify with
Yes.
the ICC is very clear. You send them the letter which is circulating,
Yes.
and they will tell you whether it is fake or not.
True, that is true.
But
Okay.
you think that there's somebody who is running away from the responsibility.
But there's something going on there at the ICC, so I think Kenyans will be waiting to hear. I think Kenyans are really waiting for this judgment. We're still not told when, so perhaps we will hear on the 27th during this final closing statements, that will be taking place at The Hague on the 27th. And yes, I think Kenyans are really interested to know how this case will end and maybe how that will affect Deputy President William Ruto, because we know he was adversely mentioned during...
Can I now, Miriam, before you close, can I tell you that when this saga started, Sakaja came out and said that is, the IEBC came out and said it's a fake letter. Yet IEBC had written to this institution called the university. You get the point? Wasn't it the letter that we posted? And the IEBC said it's fake. Wafula Chebukati came out and said that's a viral letter running around is fake. Have you seen that?
I remember.
Now, finally today, the university examination something, what is it called?
Commission of University Education. What did you say?
Is it Ukura?
Commission of University Education. Ukwea.
Ukwea comes and says, this letter, we have revoked that thing. Now, can they also revoke the viral letters?
This square is a joke. I think that's where the problem lies. Because IEBC will only work on what that institution has told it, because it is entrusted with the checking of these papers. It has the capacity, the mechanism. It is the one which knows how to check and verify these papers. And so whatever it has presented to the IEBC, that is what IEBC will go for. So on this one, Chebukati might not be the one to blame. It is this Commission of University Education that has a problem here. So we need to know who
now,
is there.
for immediate release, there's another letter again.
Yes.
It is flowing. Disqualification of Wavinya Onduwale Ndeti from Machakos gubernatorial seat.
The one who had a master's before her bachelor's.
She has been, the letter is here.
When it rains, it pours, I guess.
Now, if you send this letter,
yeah,
someone is coming with a red mark to say fake. So, what would stop anybody coming with a red mark to say the ICC letter is also fake? Everybody is Googling about this university thing now. Let me send you the Wavinya Wandeta thing. There you are, Miriam. It is there. You have it.
Yeah. So this one is from IEBC.
Check whether it is on.
But I know usually like IEBC, once they usually share on their Twitter and their social media pages. So it's easy to verify. Or that
So you
commission.
go, you go and verify it now. Verify and then so that we don't post another one.
Yes, verification, very important.
But if Wafula Chebukati did not verify the signatures, so
Yeah.
why would you blame Matanga?
He has said this is fake. IEBC has said this is not their letter, it's fake.
IEBC. You see?
Could be.
There you are. It is flowing around.
Yeah, it's fake. Kenya is a very interesting place, and this is the season of fake news, especially in matters politics like this. So, yeah, but IEBC has said that letter is not from them, so it is that season again. All right, Doc, would you like to give a final word? What now? Another breaking news?
Apana, I have nothing to say. We just closed down the show. Hey, Medium, please.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your time this afternoon. It's still morning. Thank you so much for watching, and I know Gladwell was there. Gladwell, I apologize, but we shall have another conversation like we did in the morning, perhaps maybe tomorrow, God willing. But thank you so much for watching. This has been Diplomatic Leaks. My name is Miriam Ogutu. Bye-bye.